uncommon people are not afraid to make unrealistic goals, and then they go and achieve them because they've set such high expectations for themselves. They don't listen to all the third-party bullshit, the society telling them they can't do anything that's like so difficult. Like, why are you crazy getting up this early? Why are you going to the gym every single day? Why are you pushing yourself so hard? Why are you grinding? Why aren't you going out? Why are you socializing? Why are you partying, drinking, drugs? Why are you sleeping around? Why are you doing all these things that everyone else is doing? Because I don't want to be like everyone else. And this has been the same case for me since I was like 13, 14 years old. Cutting off friends in high school because they weren't aligned to the path of progression. Being lonely for so many years until I found people around me that were on the same path as me. Killers, man, killers. This video is going to be called The Striking Distance, man. And what it's going to be about is setting consistent habits, being able to get up early at the same time every single day, or thereabouts, that time or earlier. So you can own the day, master your habits, and take control of your life. Finally. There's so much bullshit out there, guys, that trying to say that, like, you know, the grind is easy, or your goal should be easy, or, you know, you don't need to wake up at a particular time in the day in order to achieve your goals. I disagree. That might be controversial. Quite frankly, I don't give a shit. What I'm trying to tell you, man, is that there's going to be seasons in your life where you have to get up early, where you have to suffer, where you have to have less sleep. Maybe you can't get to bed at 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night and still have to get up at 2, 3, 4 a.m. in the morning to achieve your goals. So you get that solitude, that isolation, that reflection time, which is imperative as a man to be able to lead your family. Because, guys, if you don't have that time in isolation to pray, to get that guidance from God, to get that clarity from God, to get the time to focus on what your goals are and what your steps are for the day, to start executing in those things, and to reflect on where you came up short from the day before, and then to go and defeat where those weaknesses were, and to figure out solutions and then practically put them into action. Well, bro, you're just going to go through the motions, and ain't shit ever going to fucking change in your life. Yeah, sorry for cussing, man. I'm working on that myself. That's something I'm working on right now. No cussing for the rest of the video. Try and keep the passion and intensity without that. It's very difficult, man. But what I'm trying to say, guys, is that you've got to have that solitude time. Don't listen to all the bullshit from everyone else trying to put you into a box, into a category with their everybody else habits. You have to do something that is exceptional. Have to do something. If you want to do something that's exceptional, it's going to take an extraordinary amount of effort. This path of progression into perfection, like following Christ, picking up your cross, being a man of virtue and integrity, honor and self-respect, of character, is not an easy path. It's simple. It's very simple. There's only a couple of habits you got to do every single day that's going to build you into that man. But it's not easy, man. And quite, you don't want it to be easy, bro. Why would you want to be like everyone else? The easy approach looks like this: sleeping in, hating your life, waking up full of regret, being overweight, unhealthy, broke, weak, lethargic, looking in the mirror and not being able to look yourself in the eyes, being like out of shape, going through the motions, or showing up to the gym and not getting your result. And you're just like, oh man, it must be not getting this outcome because he's on steroids, or he has something that I don't have. It's genetics. Or their parents gave them this, or they've got this. You know, you start making all these excuses, setting all these limitations for yourself because you show up, but you don't put the mind to the job before you start the endeavor. You're not a student of the game. Life is still running you, even though you might have these habits of waking up early, or going to the gym, or tracking your macros. You don't have the desired outcome of the sick physique, or the strength, or the invincible mindset that says no to porn when you're tempted, when you're hungry, or when you've got that fight with your girlfriend or your wife or whatever, or that, you know, you just can't reject the temptation of the food that's in the cupboard when you're on that diet, or whatever, man. Like you break, you quit. Why? Entitled to tomorrow. Entitled to tomorrow's opportunity to change, so you don't put in 100% effort today. I'm not saying this from a place of just accusing you guys without providing a solution. I'm telling you because I've walked through this and it's so painful. I've taken 100 steps forward and then 200 steps back. I've lived a life of compromise. Even though my convictions after coming to Christ has been like, bro, you have to do this. Man, the path can get so hard sometimes that you just fall off. But the only way to get back on the path is to get back on the path. Is to stop compromising what you know is to be true. Is that it does take hard work and sacrifice. It does take that sweat equity. You know, the only thing that's free and given to you in life that has value is your salvation. Everything else, guys, of value must be earned. That relationship that you want, that career that you want, that physique that you want, that mental strength that you want. It's all earned by hard work and sacrifice. But the sacrifice isn't even, I hate that word sometimes, man, because it's so much fun. It's so much love. It's so rewarding to be able to get up and get after it, to be able to eat healthy food that nourishes your mind and your body and your spirit, to be able to look great and feel great and be able to inspire others, to be able to be blessed to wake up with a healthy mind and a healthy body and do something that you love, which is pushing yourself hard. And then you go to bed at nighttime, you feel so rewarded, you still feel so fulfilled. Hard work is not a sacrifice. We were born to work. It's beautiful, man. Practical steps I'm going to give you in this one, man. Striking distance. This is actually so simple. I just wanted to preface it with all of that stuff because, man, everyone needs a very long explanation sometimes. Hang on a sec. The light's dimming and whatever. I'm a roll. Guys, striking distance is this mentality. You guys who've ever played football, soccer, you know, I was a striker. I was a center forward. I was a left winger, and I know where I can shoot from and still score. Maybe a lot of guys might be like finishing inside the box. I think there's like certain ranges outside the box that if I've trained that ability to hit the ball, I don't know, I haven't played football in so long. I don't know the distance in meters, but if you're the striker's mentality, man, is that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if you're outside the box and you swing and you hit and you kick, you've got to assume that ball's going to go in. If you have, if you're in the box and you're waiting for a cross to come in, there's a defender and there's you at the back post. So let me try and show you on the screen. I don't know how to show you. Look, you got the goal. You've got the cross coming in from the right-hand side. You've got on the near post, so closest to the person kicking the ball in, you've got your defender. You're on the far post because you just got there just in time to try and meet that cross. You have to assume as a striker that ball is going to miss the defender and you are going to score that goal. You have to assume you're going to win. That's the only way through this, guys. You have to assume positive intent. You have to assume that you are going to strike and you are going to score. The striking mentality is the way to approach your life. The striker's mentality is the way to approach your life in general, guys, to assume that you are going to win and then you act accordingly. You assume the defender is going to miss and you bang, slide that home. The striker's mentality when it comes to crushing a consistent wake-up time is that you have to track your sleep. When do you go to bed? What's your goal time to get up? So for me at the moment, guys, to get my mind freaking sharp and absolutely dialed in is a 3:40 a.m. wake up, and I will not miss. And I've missed many times before with different wake up times, trial, error, and everything like that, but I've come back to my roots. All the times in the years past where I've been up 1:40 a.m., 2:40 a.m., 3:40 a.m., you know, different seasons have a different reason of why you wake up at a particular time, more sacrifice because life demanded more of me at that time. But I can't help but feel that like dialing it back in to this time here, getting the consistent journaling and the Bible and the prayer time again, getting back on my program after a lot of different life variables have knocked me off that. Man, it builds an invincible mindset when everything trying to break you outside that, but you still get up and still hit those habits of progression. And you guys will see, look, it's going to be a slingshot life. All these things that come back, boom, propelled supernaturally forwards, exponential growth. The striking mentality when it comes to your wake-up time, guys, is that if you are within range of about 30, 45 minutes of your wake-up time, if you wake up before the alarm, you get your ass up. So 3:40, for example, was my target time today. And I woke up at 3 o'clock. And I'm like, bro, I'm up. Because I know if I go back to sleep at that time, at 3, I'm going to wake up in a 90-minute or a 60-minute cycle. I'm going to pound that alarm, like going to pound that snooze button, because your body has an internal rhythm and internal like sleep cycles, guys, that it goes through. And you have to like track your own sleep and know what it's and figure out for yourself like what your cycle is. But I know for a fact for me, it's like if I go back to sleep, I know I'm not going to wake up for another 60 or 90 minutes. And if I hit that snooze alarm, bro, I'm going to be like quitting on my goals every time I press snooze. And the brain is so complex, man. Like you'll press that button and not even realize you're doing it because you're just like in your dream already and you're so deep into it. Like you need the sleep. But when you have goals that are worth so much more than your sleep. In scripture, it tells us there's no greater love than this, to lay down your life for another. And I'm like so driven to be a better man for my family, to be a better man for you guys, to be a better man for myself and a better man for God. Like, I want to win this fucking life, bro. I want it so fucking bad. I'm tired of my circumstances. I'm tired of not following through my word to myself. I'm tired of not having higher expectations of myself. So I said, fuck it. I got to change this shit right now. How? By throwing myself into self-induced adversity. Adversity being relative, God, not a fucking war or some shit. It's called waking up early and looking after myself. But that striking distance where you can kick and score, or you're in a fight and you know you can get that guy if you just take one step forwards. Striking distance allows you to hit that goal. But if you're never having a target, you don't ever hit it. So you set that hard target of a wake up time that's difficult for you. Maybe it's 5 o'clock for you guys. Maybe it's 4 o'clock. Maybe it's 6 o'clock. You just got to set something that's difficult for you and get started. And you start it by just putting one foot forwards in front of the other, being willing to fail, giving yourself grace to learn how your body's reacting to different times of the day. You're tracking these variables like how strong you're getting in the gym or how sharp your mind is throughout the day. You have to understand that it's going to take time to adjust to a new wake up time. You are going to get groggy for a week or two, maybe. So what? Get over it, bro. Like, what are you doing late at night that's so valuable to you that you can't just go to bed a few hours earlier to be more productive the next day? Like, if you guys are honest, you're probably drinking or doing drugs or watching TV or scrolling or watching porn, or doing degenerate shit. Not working on your business, not working on your personal development, not reading the Bible, not praying, not journaling. Be real, bro. Or binge eating. Be real. Like, you have no business going out late at night or wasting time like in your bed. Like, do something that's going to benefit your life. Get to bed at a time that's going to benefit you to help you get up at that time. The best other practical step for getting up early consistently, guys, is to get to bed at the same time every single night. That will greatly help you. And then your body will wake up by itself when it feels rested. For me, man, sometimes I feel super rested after 5 hours sleep. Like, I went to bed at 9:20 last night. I know for a fact, as a dad, I'm not going to get to bed at 9:20 every single night. I might get to bed at 8 o'clock. I might get to bed at 11 o'clock. The point of the fact is, guys, the matter of fact is, you got to not give a shit about what time you end up getting to bed. You have to try and plan it as best as you can to get as much sleep as you can, because sleep is where you build and recover. It's so imperative, guys, for your recovery. But if you don't get it, you still can't put on the wake up time because it's going to affect the next day. So how can you look for the energy leaks in the rest of your day to ensure that you do get the right amount of sleep at nighttime? How can you make your systems better throughout the day? How can you make your habits better? How can you improve your quality of sleep? How can you ensure that you get to bed at the right time? I get that not everyone has the same life as me where you get to work for yourself. You know, some people have to get to bed at 10 o'clock at night. Okay, man, like, figure it out. Figure it out. Like, find a wake up time that's difficult for you. Wake up. If you wake up within, like, I would say, like, guys, yeah, like an hour or 45 minutes beforehand. If you wake up at that time before, don't go back to bed. Just don't. Just get up and be like, all right, there's a reason. What's the reason, God? Why am I up this early? For me, it's like, okay, bro, maybe I've got to shoot a video today. That's what I did. I'm sitting there as I'm like 3 o'clock. I'm journaling, I'm praying. I'm like, God, like, this is earlier than I thought I'm going to be up. I thought 3:40 was enough. What's up? What's going on? And I'm sitting there like, I got nothing to write in my journal. I'm like, what do I do with all this time? I literally write in my journal, I don't know what to do right now with journaling and prayer. So I'm just going to get started. I'm going to take imperfect action. And as you start writing, you start praying, you start reflecting, what gets revealed to you guys is the path. You have to start walking. It's a walk of faith, not a walk of sight. It's just one step forwards. Oh, the next step is revealed. Oh, the next step is revealed. And in hindsight, you can see why it wasn't shown to you all at the beginning, because it takes faith to take action, guys. It doesn't work the other way around. If you don't believe it, why would you start the endeavor in the first place? That's why some of you guys are so stuck in your habits, because you don't think it's possible for you to change. But I'm telling you, man, everyone that has ever been great or done something great with their lives, they had to believe it before they could see it. They had to like see it in their mind. They had to envision it. They had to believe it was possible for them before they ever took that first step. You don't have to like go into the gym thinking you're going to be the next Arnold or the next Greg Plitt or whoever you look up to as inspiration. But you do have to have that little bit of desire that says, man, they could do it, I could do it too. You know, if someone can be this great, I sure as shit can stop putting fucking Doritos in my mouth every single day. I can do this, man. Guys, you know, everyone came out of the womb like looking the same. We're little babies, man. Like we all had to grow. We all had unique life experiences. But like belief is something that you can build habitually, man. And it is built habitually. But it starts with a spark of inspiration. Looking up to someone who is great. It's important to compare yourself to people who are great, guys. Not from a place to put yourself down, but from a place to build yourself up. You know, champions, they battle themselves in perfection. And this is why it's so important that we follow Christ, because he is perfection, not like all these heroes and idols you guys have that are going to let you down eventually because of the human nature. It's inevitable. They'll do something, man. If you look at, and it's important to have humans that you can look at and say, you know, take this idea and that idea and this idea and that idea and couple it all together and make it something that's your own. Take the best from other people and then implement it and try it and fail and reiterate it and remaster it until it's something of your own, guys. That's the mentality I've had since I was age 14 because I watched Bruce Lee movies and he told me that philosophy. And I've taken it, and then discarded all of it when I came to Christ. And then I was like, okay, let's take a Christ-based approach to that personal development. And then we'll take that same mindset that I've had my entire life of trying to take things from here, there, and there. And then I align it to the Word of God and compare it to the Word of God. And if it fits, then I'll try it, and then I'll fail, and then I'll get back up and I'll repent and I'll figure out how to best remaster it. But looking at that mirror of perfection in Jesus, guys, that mirror allows us to see where we're coming up short. We see our flaws. So it's so important that we read the Bible, that we learn who Jesus is, because if we have that perfection, we have a standard. And when you have that high standard, you have the high expectations of yourself, and you're going to have those high quality results. Don't your loved ones need your best? Don't you need your best? Then why aren't you giving it, man? Belief, value in yourself. You've got to value yourself and value the path more than all the vices that rob you of that path and rob you of the belief. It's the only way, man. When I've been going through so much adversity in my life, it's always this self-pity party. Or it's like, why me? Or it's poor me mentality. Or it's like, the vices rob you of belief, man. If you don't extinguish them, you are going to lose your integrity. You're not going to see the value in waking up early. You're not going to see the value in the prayer, the Bible, the journaling, pushing yourself into trading, the macros, the sleep, the reflection, the tracking your daily business metrics and relationship metrics to push yourself forwards in every single aspect of life. But if you see every single one of those little habits that stack up to that monumental success later in life, and all you had to do was 1, 2, 3 little steps today, little inches that end up stacking up to a mile later, man, you'd see that the path is not so hard. You see it's very valuable. All the reward is in the work that you're doing on a daily basis. You look at these things are so simple, like a wake-up time, yet it's so intricately beautiful and rare and precious to hold on to. You think about all these things that people are trying to tell you that were going to set you back on the path and to how to refine this and refine that. It's like, bro, it's actually so simple. It's not about what you do, it's what you don't do. It's you don't compromise on your values. You don't compromise on your habits just because someone else said, oh, it's too hard or it's not for me. You have to try and figure this out for yourself, man. Then you have to track by journaling, like, hey, I tried this variable, I did this thing. Did it help me or not? I've tried it for long enough period of time that I have enough data to see how it's impacted my life. But I'm telling you guys, this system will save your fucking life. Getting up early is like a cornerstone of my success. Because your system, guys, is going to build your faith. And your faith is going to build your entire life. And then what happens is your faith precedes the system and you work the system because you have so much faith. It goes like this, over and over, and they build each other until you're that guy who is unstoppable mentally. Unstoppable, man. I love this so much, man. I love it. The feeling of mental invincibility. Not just because I want to be the best man for my family, bro. The best example for them is something that is so valuable that it pushes you out of bed in those cold early mornings. Like, I'm wearing gloves in Brisbane, man. Like, it's cold in Brisbane, bro. You know it's cold when I'm wearing gloves here. Things like that are so valuable. But then you look at it from another perspective and you're like, bro, I know, like, when it comes to powerlifting, for example, I'm like, I know there is no one in powerlifting getting up this early and pushing themselves. Every single competition, everyone has to, like, people ask me my wake up time for some reason. They follow me or something like that. They know that I'm up grinding when they're asleep, because this is a sport that's dominated by laziness, man, and gluttony. It's a sport where it's just throwing weight around and pushing yourself in the gym, but it's not really caring too much about macros, at least when it comes to like the elite levels, like elite levels. There's world class, there's elite, which is like the 99.98% above average, but there's that 1-2% of like world class athletes. I'm talking about guys who total like 950, 1,000 plus. I believe everyone else that's like below that 900, 950, and I'm underneath that at the moment, we're not doing enough. 100% not doing enough. The majority of I've been doing powerlifting for like 11 years or something, guys. And the majority of people doing that are not pushing themselves hard enough. They don't track their sleep. They don't track their food. They just eat as much as they can. It's like lazy man's bodybuilding, except for the intensity in the gym. They love the intensity, but they don't couple it with the work ethic outside. They can't control their fork. How is that power, bro? It's not power. You can't even power lift your fork. But when I ended up getting dialed in and sharp and journaled this, and documented this, all my buddies started asking, bro, why do you wake up so early? I'm like, well, it makes me mentally strong. It's outside powerlifting, because I'm not a power lifter. I'm a strong man. I just want to do something great with my life. It's not just about the gym. This is the means to the ends of a better life. And it just so happens that there's a sport with trackable metrics that I can compete in. So I can find out, I can win at being the strongest. I literally can win at being the strongest. I can track it. I can progress it. That's why I love powerlifting so much, because the numbers don't lie. And I know that no one else is getting up early because it's a lazy sport, bro. It's lazy in that way. People like to get their perfect 8-9 hours of sleep, the optimized results. This goes for probably a lot of sports in general, man. People just want to get optimized. But you can't have, like, if you want to be like the 1% of 1%ers, guys, you can optimize as much as you can, but there is something deeper within you that is just like, I don't give a fuck if it's optimal. I don't care if I got 3 hours sleep, man. I don't care if I got no sleep. I'm still going to win. I don't care if I've torn my fucking bicep off the bone. I'm still going to lift this shit. Like, whatever happened to like the raw, passionate, intense training? Like, everyone's looking for a shortcut with steroids. Everyone's looking for a shortcut with the most optimal path, and the science-based pencil neck nerds trying to tell you like, oh, do this range of motion. Shut the fuck up, man. Just shut up and squat. You fall in love with the process. You love lifting for what it is, which is fun, which is intensity, which pushes your mindset to fucking be unbreakable for the rest of your life. That's what powerlifting's about. It's not this soy boy shit trying to make things optimal. No, it's being fucking jacked and strong as fuck. Being able to be the man who can carry the weight of your family on your shoulders. That's why we build this stuff, man. It ain't about the fucking weight on the bar. That's the byproduct of the strength we develop from within and here and in here. Everyone that does powerlifting, as far as I'm aware, is like, no, I need to make sure I'm warmed up throughout the day. I've got to have all this food before I train and all this and that. And everyone I talk to in the gym, guys, is always like, man, how am I supposed to train so early if I can't eat the right amount of food? I can't eat in the morning. It's like, bro, yes, you can. Put the food in your mouth. Come on, man. Figure this shit out. You guys got to track this shit. You got to be like, all right, well, I got to have my simple sugars beforehand or my complex carbs before, like, you know, your meal timing. You got to have those complex carbs like 90 minutes before your training. And you have your simple sugars right beforehand and simple sugars again afterwards. It's not that hard, man. But the fact is, you guys haven't tried it long enough to be able to find out what is the right path for you. Maybe you got to wake up a lot earlier so you can get the meal in before you train, so it's digested, so you have the energy for the training. You guys are listening to so many other people, not listening to yourself, not trying. Always looking for some study or some book or some person to tell you how to do this shit. When have you tried it? I've got journals stacked this high in my room. 11, 12, no, what about 2015? What are we in now? 2025? I started lifting in 2012, man. I've got journals from every single session. Every single session, pretty much, man. Of telling me like where I've come up short, how I've progressed. And that's how I know for a damn fact, like what works for my body. This light pissing me off, bro. Because I've figured out, I've tried so many different methods, man. I've tried all the 5x5s, the 4, 6s, 3, 4, 2 reps, 8, 12, 15, 20, 30. I've tried them all. And guess what, guys? They all work. They all work. And in different periods of time, you find out what's the most beneficial for your goals, whether you're cutting, bulking, maintaining, strength gain, size cutting, fat loss, water cuts, all this stuff. Like, you figure it out along the way. If you're always looking for the perfect situation, perfect scenario, ain't shit changing, because you will not take imperfect action when you're looking for the perfect scenario. Maybe that will fix it. The striker's mentality. If you're close enough to have a hit on goal, you take that shot every single time. Every single time. You don't wait for your teammate to say, hey, bro, pass it to me. Hey, bro, go a little bit closer. You missed this one before. Like, you shut all those noises out. You train it over and over and over again until you drill it and drill it and drill it and drill it in isolation. Then when the game's on the line, you hit that, you swing and you fucking crack it. Boom, top right corner. Or martial arts. Come close enough. Fuck around, find out. You have to be aggressive with your goals, guys. I know I said in the beginning of this video, I ain't gonna cuss. Well, too fucking bad, man. I'm gonna have to work on this shit. But like, when you have that raw passion and intensity, it sometimes prevails. And you know, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I'm gonna work on it. Because the same mouth that glorifies God shouldn't be cussing. Something I have to work on. Yeah, man, you've just got to take that imperfect action, right? If I didn't come out and tell you like these struggles that I'm going through, tell you how I've solved them, tell you as I'm going through them, like I'm going against what I'm preaching to you guys, right? I'm taking imperfect action. I get that I'm not perfect. I'm trying to get better. I'm telling you guys this as I go along this, so you can follow and be like, oh, well, how's Jack coming up short? Where's he coming up short? How can I look at him and battle against him in a way of challenging myself to be like, oh, hey, he's tried this is working. Oh, he didn't try this one. Maybe I can try that. And you know, we work off each other, man. Iron sharpens iron. A brother is born in times of need. Guys, this is biblical principles applied to your life. This isn't something that we do in isolation. This is something that we reflect in isolation, we progress in isolation, but we're not alone. Like all the struggles that you guys have with temptation, with sexual things, with thoughts of lust and gluttony, laziness, depression, anxiety. Guys, this is not unique to you. You're not special in this regard. Every single person has these desires, has these thoughts, has these feelings, wants to quit. Bro, it was so cold today. Do you think my body wanted to get out of bed? No, but my mind said, I'm fucking doing it. I said, I'm doing this shit because I said it. And my word means something. And my name means something. And my legacy means something to me. And if I don't do this, I'm building a habit of not following through my word to myself. Why would I expect my daughter to follow my example? My future wife to follow my example? If I don't even follow my example, what kind of leader is that? How can they trust a man who says he's submitted to God when he can't even follow his own word and follow his God who's told him to get up at this particular time? And I've said that to them. Guys, you have to follow through on your word to yourself. You have to be so not negotiable, so disciplined with this. But I promise you that discipline will build a life of belief and integrity and self-respect. A life of the positive pride. A life of confidence. Success. A metric that is not defined by material, guys, but defined by how you see yourself. Defined by how you lift up others and inspire them. That's what success looks like to me. Did you follow Christ's plan for your life? Did you lift others up by your example? That follow through is everything, man. And it starts by having difficult goals for yourself. But goals that just because they're difficult doesn't mean you can't do them. And just because your body sometimes says no, it doesn't mean your mind can't say yes. You set that target. You go after it with everything you've got. And if you fall down, so what? Get your ass back up and go again. And you try and you keep trying, you master it. And then you get it and you look for the next hill to climb. You look for the next mountain. You look for the next obstacle, the next challenge. Guys, I had my powerlifting competition 4 days ago. I decided I was going to do it like a week before the competition. But I'm always ready, always on point, always ready to go. Even though I had fucking busted quads for the last 8 months almost. Barely eating any food because I couldn't afford it. Couldn't go to the physio to fix it because I couldn't afford it. So much life adversity hit me, man. But did I ever fucking give up? Hell fucking no. Grinding, getting after it. My daughter had whooping cough for the last 6 weeks. I had no sleep before the competition. I had whooping cough too. And she got chicken pox, poor little thing. It was like a grind for like 2 months. I couldn't get up early because I'm up early all throughout the night. I'm like, holy shit, how do I fucking get through this? I'm dying to get back on my program. Craving the presence of God. I'm praying throughout the day. I'm sluggish. I'm like, bro, I'm on like 1 hour sleep, wake up. 1 hour sleep, wake up. 1 hour sleep. It's so hard not having this program. So now when I have the ability to try and get back on it, I'm like, everything I've got, I'm pouring into this. I have to sharpen that mind. I have to push myself when it's uncomfortable because I know that's the way to the higher grounds of life where I want to go. Where that vision is so locked the fuck in. I look in reflection, I'm like, maybe it's just a season of life where I couldn't get up early because of these variables. Or maybe that was the test to get up early regardless. To figure it out. No, I couldn't go to the gym when my daughter was needing me every 30 minutes or every hour at nighttime to wake up and cough and to puke into a bucket because she's gagging on the mucus. Could have done push-ups at home. Could have read a book. Could have read, some sort of personal development. Or maybe that was just a season, man. Like I said, these wake-up times aren't forever. They constantly change with the variables of life. But the point is you push yourself. You have a base standard that you set yourself to. A true north you get back on. You know what the path is, man. The other habits in my life, I noticed they will fall off with the food, with the tracking my weight every single day, with having goals in general, man. They're all starting to slip and to slide and to fall off as I'm going along. So stop tracking my workouts. But then now I'm like, bro, I'm so sick of this. I want to get back on this so bad. I want to grind. I want to push myself. So I stick. And what seems like a really difficult challenge to myself, a 3:40 a.m. wake up is hard, man. It's hard. I know maybe it's going to be because I've tracked my own data for so long, it might be a good 3, 4, 5 day run. And then I'm going to hit a fucking wall and be so tired. And there's going to be a time where it might be my body wants to get up at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. And I wake up and I'll be like, fuck, damn, how did I not get this? Or maybe not this time. Maybe I stay true to my word this time and not hit the 6 out of 7 days a week and instead go 7, 7, 7, 7, bang. Had this hot streak all through November, December, January, and February. I didn't break my fucking word one time with that. How long can it last? I don't know, man. But I'm going for it. I'm going for it, man. I'm not compromising my integrity anymore. And the way that I compromised my integrity before was by allowing myself to fall into sexual sin. And then what that does is it erodes your belief in, the wake up time doesn't matter because you compromised in this area where you said you were valuing your girlfriend before marriage. And now all of a sudden, you said you were going to follow through here because you're a man of God. But now you're not following through here in the wake up time because you don't follow through on your word here. Guys, the way you do one thing is how you do everything. That follow through is everything. It's everything, man. This program is everything, man. These systems, there's everything. It's everything, man. And you'll see it, guys, as I document this, as a journalist, I talk about my personal development. As I try and be vulnerable to you guys and in the hopes of reaching people who are lost or lost in some ways. Like, I know that the guys who watch this are people who want to genuinely get after it and give the most out of their life. No one sits through a video like this and is like, I don't want to be better. No, guys, we all have that I believe everyone is born with this unique seed within them that can do anything they set their mind to. With that, but the thing is, how many few people want to do it? It's the chosen few, man. It's the dedicated few. It's the guys who are willing to be misunderstood. It's the guys and girls who are willing to be hated on and neglected and lonely and isolated in the pursuit of their goals, and then later have enough strength to love and forgive the people who hurt them, that were hating on them, man, and lift them up because they didn't know any better. I know it's a dedicated few, man, because I've walked this path for how old am I? 29? Since I was like 13, 14, man. Used to so much hate, animosity my whole life just because I wanted to do something great with my life. And everyone around me, family, parents, friends, all shitting on me because I want to be great. Some lonely times, man. It's so worth it. So worth it. But don't think I can't relate to you guys going through hardship and adversity, because I can. I fucking sure can, man. So many times in my life has been so challenging. And I'm so grateful because it's built someone who is so strong and capable. Someone who cares so much for the next person. Someone who wants the best for other people, the best for themselves. Without having that constant adversity and challenge, guys, there's no reason to push yourself forwards. And I get it. It can be so painful sometimes. I get it. Okay, you're not alone in that. But that's the whole point, man, is that you need to get isolated. You need to get cut off from all the things that are not serving you. You need to be experiencing the pressures of how other people are talking shit about you in order to develop a thick skin that says it doesn't matter what they think or say in a negative way. I'm going to push through regardless, because guys, in a fallen world, it's going to take strong men and women of God who say no to society, who say no to the culture, who say no to all the things that are evil, and who say no to sin, because we need leaders. And the Christians, they are the leaders, guys. They really are. They truly are the people who are going to lead the world. The people who have values, integrity, character. They're the true leaders, man. I'm going to get this so hard, guys. I'm going to pull as many of you up with me as I can. And I promise you guys, like, I'll never turn my back on Jesus. I'll never turn my back on Christ. He is the center of my life. I love God so much. The reason why I'm doing any of this coaching or talking is because I love God, guys. It's because I love you. Even the guys who I'll never meet the majority of people on the other side of this camera. And that's fine. If I can just impact one soul, man, it's worth all the effort and sacrifice. You guys don't know how valuable you are. If you did, you would never do any of those vices ever again. You would never indulge ever again. If you knew the value of a soul, you would cherish every single moment as if it was your last. You would put in 100% effort and intensity to every single thing that you do. You would understand how precious the finite time you have is. You would never have any scarcity. You would have no fear. You would have complete trust in God. You would be able to take massive risks and bets on yourself, because you'd be able to fall into God's arms if you fell, if you failed. You'd be able to take bold steps of faith. For me, that came in terms of quitting my job, getting all my cash flow cut off. I'm not telling you guys to do the same. I'm telling you I got led down a hard path, but I have extremely high purpose, extremely high responsibility, accountability. I had to build something in myself that was going to take extreme adversity. And God never abandoned me, always provided for me. Some more videos coming soon about this, guys. But yeah, your value is so high, and the more that you guys wake up and spend time in isolation and get off social media, like, throw that phone in the bin, bro. Throw it in the bin. The more you guys get off the cloud thought of everyone else and all the things trying to distract you, and sit alone and be okay in your own thoughts and prayer and journaling, the more you'll see the value in yourself. The more you do these positive habits, training so intensely, tracking so diligently everything you do, sleep, diet, finances, how you talk, where you came up short, how you can be better, the more you track and progress in all of those things, the more you will see the value in yourself. But that value can start with the prayer, man, asking God how he sees you and helping him see you the way that he sees you. It's so worth it, man. The devil is an adversary that does not compromise his values. He is not waiting for you to get strong so that you can fight back. He is actively trying to steal all of your hope, all of your dreams, all of your joy. He is trying to kill you. He's trying to kill your family. He is trying to rob you of your salvation. He is trying to rob you of belief and hope. He is trying to just destroy all of God's children. You have to realize we are in a spiritual war, brother, sister. We are in a spiritual war. And if you're going to sit on the sidelines, you've already lost. If you're not going to fight back against all the shit that's tried to hold you back your entire life, you've already lost, man. The one little mustard seed of faith can move a mountain. Have that faith in God that he will carry you through this battle, because the battle is already won. It's already won. It's over. It's a wrap. You put your faith in Christ. You say that prayer. You repent. It means you turn from your old ways, turn to a new path. The path of progression. The path of following Christ and allowing him to work out all the flaws in you as you develop as a man or as a woman. And that path gives you so much strength and hope, victory. It's ours for the taking, man. As soon as you set that target of a wake-up time, you stick to it, man. Understand there's seasons, yes, but your season is not 3 days on and then, I better change this. You try for at least 6 to 8 weeks, man. Maybe a few months. And see how you feel. Even if you just give it a go one time pushing yourself, man, you'll see how good it feels. Might get later in the day, the first day you try, you might be tired. Get over it, man. You've been tired so many times doing degenerate behavior, going out drinking alcohol, doing dumb shit, staying up late, binge watching stuff, doing stuff you shouldn't be doing. You can sure as shit be tired for your goals for a few days. And then see how good that feels when you push yourself. When you do these small little steps, you're like, man, how did I not live like this? How did I not do this before? How did I not push myself before? And then once you do that long enough, guys, or even a couple of days, you won't know how to live without it, because it feels so good to follow through on what you said you were going to do. And then day by day, you pay that down payment of sweat and sacrifice, and you look in the mirror and you see your physique changing, you see your eyes changing, you see your mindset changing. You're like, man, I'm not going to compromise in these other areas of my life with the sexual sin, or with the temptation with the food, or with the binge watching, or the social media scrolling. No, because I'm above that. My goals are above that. My family is above that. I'm above that. My God's above that. My purpose, my legacy, everything I stand for, my core values, they're above that. So you no longer compromise. You no longer are entitled to tomorrow's opportunity to change. No, you say, I've got today and that's it. And I'm going to give everything I've got today. And if tomorrow comes, so be it. If it doesn't come, no worries. I go to heaven. I'm good. I'm good because I put faith in Christ. Not by works, by faith. If tomorrow comes, I'm better off for it. I'm constantly investing today for tomorrow's benefit. Constantly, guys. It's a constant. It's not something we do for spurts of 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. No, it's a lifestyle change. A lifelong change of habits and systems. Constantly refined, yes. Because you're finding out what works best for you. Just like the gym, just like your lifting split. It's always what works for you, but you have to try many, many, many things to find out what works for you. But the fundamentals of this progressive path are always the same. It's Christ, number one. Habits and core values, number two. Training is always nutrition, cardio, recovery, intensity in training, trying to beat your last session. Stop overcomplicating this shit and just follow through on your word and push yourself and track and then refine. Anyways, guys, I got arm day today. I got to go and crush this. Should call it preacher curls. I'm preaching to you guys, man. Love it. All right. Get these gloves off so I can stop the camera. Gloves in prison, man. You believe that? Crazy. All right. Love you all. Take care. Take care. Get that shit.